Hi, and welcome to Toni Time. Well, we have another wonderful guest on our show. And so, as I always say at the beginning of the show, whatever time you're watching our show, go for your cocktail, go for your coffee, whatever it may be. And today I'm very proud to announce and very proud to say my cousin from Indiana, Alaina McFadden, is here with us. She's spending the week with me, and she's amazing. Welcome, Alaina.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, it's great having you here. You know, I mean, because we have our family members on the show, and the audience likes to see that. I mean, it's all of you are from different places. And if you remember the family I had on, Metzger family, they are like another part of Indiana. And Alaina, I want to say South Indiana?
Yeah, southern Indiana. If you know where Bloomington or IU is, it's about 30 minutes south of there, or an hour and a half south of Indianapolis.
Okay. So you kind of know, and you're in college.
Yes, about to be a junior.
Yep. And what are you taking up?
Environmental science with a minor in geology.
Isn't that amazing? That's great. What took you to that subject? What drew you there?
I've always been interested in the environment and everything, and so I actually started out as marine biology, but I kind of didn't really, I like biology, but it kind of switched, and I tried like event planning and business, and that just wasn't for me, so I wanted to go back to the science route, and I don't know, something that just drew me to environmental science and geology, so I kind of took a few courses and then decided,
liked it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Wow, that's great. So, I mean, it's hard for people to go and decide, or 20-year-olds decide what they want to do.
Yes, for sure.
I see that in a lot of kids going to college, that it's very difficult to say, okay, I want to try this, but once you get the information, which I think is a good thing, is once you get the information, you know if you want to do it or not, and you still have time to switch your majors.
Yes. There's tons of students my age that have no idea what they want to do, and they switch their major like 3 to 5 times, or even more sometimes, but it's just hard to just throw us into the world and have to decide so quickly what we want to do.
Yeah, because when you're in high school, you're not really thinking about that.
Yeah, and I feel like most high schools don't really prepare you for college, or like they don't really give you information on what there is out there, only like certain things, that everyone knows about. So
True. I mean, and once you're in college, it's completely different. And I noticed with Helena, do you remember meeting Helena? She stayed at your house.
Yes, I think so, yes.
When she went to college, it was like, well, I'm not going to go in today, or I'll go in next week, or it's a different kind of structure.
Yes, definitely. You kind of have to motivate yourself to like do things, because it is very easy to just be like, I don't want to go to class or something, but then you get behind, so then it just kind of, you have to make yourself do it. But then you almost want to do it more because it's you deciding it for yourself and not someone else.
True. You now, in high school, you have structure.
Yes.
And do you have as much structure in college? Or as you said, it's more you deciding.
Yeah, it's more you deciding, which makes you more motivated to actually want to do it because you're doing it for yourself.
Do you think a lot of the students understand that and get that?
I think some do, but there are the ones that really just don't take college seriously when it really is an opportunity that a lot of students don't even get to have.
Right.
But I don't know. I definitely have friends who like haven't really understood that completely, or they know and they just don't care. But it just happens. It depends who it is.
Yeah. And because I know a lot of people who go for a year or two, and it's like, well, I'm going to take a break for a year, but they never really go back.
Yeah. And college isn't for everyone, but it just depends the person and how you handle it.
Right.
But because there are other things other than college that can make you successful. So
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of kids now they're going into trade schools.
right.
And once they're in trade schools, that's that one thing they're trained for. You know, and I think it's a lot less expensive than college.
Yeah, I think so, and it's less time too.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, there's a lot of options out there now. And there's a lot of people who can really make that decision where, okay, I want to go to a trade school versus a college, and then they go, well, I want to go to college now. So, I mean, I know a lot of people who are a professional student.
Yes.
I have a friend, she's probably now in her late 40s, and she is still in college.
Yeah, some people are like that.
And I think the reason why is because she has such a large college bill that if she stops going to college,
She'll have to pay it off.
she'll have to pay it. And I really think she's going to be the oldest person in college.
I've had 50-year-olds in some of my classes before, actually. But
Right.
there are also people who like take a long break and then come back also. But yes, there are definitely people who just stay in college for a really long time.
I personally couldn't wait to get out of school.
Yeah.
I was not a school person. You know, I learned what I needed to learn, probably needed to learn more, but I wanted to get on with life. I wanted to start living.
Right. Now, I like college though. Like I enjoy like going to the classes like I'm ready for summer and everything when it comes because it is very stressful. But then by like midsummer, like towards the end of it, like I'm ready to get back into school. I'm ready to like learn and everything.
Yeah.
Even though it's hard, I don't know, I guess I like a challenge. And maybe that's why the event planning and business wasn't for me because I was more math and science oriented.
God, I wonder where you got that from. You didn't get it from your mom.
No, or my dad.
or your dad, and you surely didn't get it from me. My God, I wonder.
I don't know.
I have to explain to you that her mom and I grew up together. And our biggest thing was having a butter sandwich. We would take just Wonder Bread, put butter on it, and we would think it is the greatest thing. And I just found out from Alaina, she loves buttered bread.
I do.
So see, it came through my cousin Alice. So anyway, tell me now, I mean, you live in Indiana. Tell the audience what Indiana's like.
Well, most people probably are guessing just tons and tons of cornfields, and that's very true. It's a lot of farms and small towns. I actually live in Indianapolis though, so I live downtown in like a city setting, but my hometown in Bedford, Indiana, it's definitely that small town feel. Like the most exciting thing we have there is a Walmart and maybe 2 movie theaters.
Oh my
but
God.
there's a lot of outdoor space and stuff like that, and just that small town feel.
Yeah, because many times people here already, and Alaina's been here probably 3 days, and they're going, lots of cornfields, huh?
That's true though. I mean, the towns themselves might not have the cornfields, but the surrounding area of the towns all definitely have farms and cattle and horses and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up there, but I grew up in Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, which that's a little bit different.
That's a little bit different. That's more your steel mills and all that. And all of our cousins basically work at the steel mills.
Oh, really?
Alan does.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, Alaina.
I guess I
Alan
don't keep up with-
does. Uncle Ray did. He's retired. There's a few of them that went right into the mill work,
Yeah.
you know. And so now, after your trip here, you're going to go back to Indianapolis.
Yes. And then I'll be working up until school starts mid-August. and I'll get back into the swing of things with classes and everything like that.
What kind of job do you do?
I work at a gourmet popcorn shop called Just Poppin'.
Just popping.
Yes, it's really small. We actually have 3 locations. Well, 2 now. One in Broad Ripple, and it's like a small community in Indianapolis, and then one at the airport also. So they're doing really well. We're about to actually move to a new location and
Wow.
a bigger location. It'll be really nice, but I love it. The people are amazing and it's fun.
Well, I think, do you hear my stomach growling?
Yeah, you'd like some.
My stomach is growling. So from that point now, I mean, when I would come in to Indiana to see my cousins and that, and I stayed with her mom and dad, and Alaina was playing the guitar with her friend. You remember that?
Yeah, with my friend Eliza.
What really impressed me is that author, Sparks,
Yes.
wrote a book.
Oh, yeah, we did it for a book report. We wrote a song and sang it instead of writing the report.
It was wonderful. Now, I mean, I know the book is about Indiana.
No, it was the last song. The movie, have you ever seen The Last Song with Miley Cyrus?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's actually like based in South Carolina.
Okay.
But yeah, at the time it was like the big like book, and I think it was about to be a movie, so that's what we decided to do.
It was great. I came into town, and you and your friend
Eliza.
they're sitting there playing the guitar, and they made up the words. They did the whole thing, and you did it as a book report. And you got an A.
Yes, we did.
It was the most cleverest idea to do it, and they were both very good. You still have the video on that?
I might somewhere online, but I don't know exactly where. I'd have to find it.
When she was little, I mean, and we're talking this big, and I mean, I never thought that we would have an Alaina in our family, and it's been great. So, of course, your mom and dad share you with me. That's either good or bad, but we have so much fun while she's here. So let's talk about the audience, and it's like the parents and the grandparents knowing what a 20-year-old thinks about or like. Now, electronic stuff, what are you into on that?
Well, I have the iPhone. Most people have that or a smartphone. And I mean, I have an iPad too, but really, like, electronic-wise, it's not like I have any major things. It's really just like an iPad and an iPhone that you can get online and the apps and everything.
Okay. Now, when you're in school, I mean, can you use any of that?
Yeah, you can. A lot of professors and stuff actually, like, if you want to like tape the class, like, you can do that. Some of them don't like that, but a lot of them do, or you can like take pictures of like the project or the like PowerPoint on the wall and everything. So that's like helpful, like, if you want to, like, instead of having to like quickly write everything down like most like you would before, like, it's really helpful with that.
See, that's so foreign compared to when I was in school. I mean, these things did not exist.
Yeah, a lot of the like older professors who have been there forever, they're like just now starting to get into that, and they're like, well, we didn't used to do this, but...
No. I mean, I remember when kids were getting on the bus with a calculator. And I thought, they're never going to learn any kind of math because the calculator is doing it for them.
Yeah, well, I had to go up to Calculus 2, which is what I just took last semester. So I'm done with math, but we were not allowed to use calculators on exams. So, but the type of math I was doing wasn't necessarily like adding and subtracting. It was all very different math. With numbers, letters, and all types of different things that I'm glad I don't have to take again. But I actually kind of enjoyed math, surprisingly. I didn't used to until college.
So when you were in grade school, did your mom and dad help you with your math? And
A
that?
little bit, yeah. Back then they did, but once I hit like middle school and high school, they couldn't help me anymore.
Oh my God. Because your mom studied to be a teacher, right?
Yeah, she did. But like as like the years have passed, you know, like they start teaching the harder math to younger and younger kids. So like when I got to that like age when I was taking like pre-calculus and like I don't know what else I took in high school, but my mom like she just people when she was in school it didn't like go that far.
Right.
So I mean, it wasn't that she couldn't do it, it's just she never learned how.
Right, exactly. You know, and it's a whole different world now out there. You know, with things that you're exposed to, the tools that you have now for kids to go through high school and college and everything.
Right.
So do you have a boyfriend?
I do.
What's his name?
His name is Sean McCord.
Yeah.
He's also from like the same county I'm from. And we've been dating for a little over 3 years now.
Wow.
He's pretty great.
He's pretty great. Well, you know what I'm really impressed with? Because she's not always texting him and calling him. And most of the kids your age are just
Yeah,
constant.
they always have to
Yeah.
be talking, but
It's like they don't have to do this.
yeah, I mean, we know what type of relationship we have and we feel secure about it, so.
So what's your take on your future? I mean, you said you don't want to have kids until you're later in life.
Late 20s, like probably like, I don't know, definitely not until I'm at least 28.
Yeah.
I want to like have a hold on life and like be stable and be able to like live it a little before I have children.
Yeah, because, I mean, once you have kids,
Yeah,
your whole life
everything
changes. So it's very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get a hold on life. You want to start your career. You want to know where you're going to be at.
Right.
And I mean, that's the way to go. Do you think a lot of the kids are like that nowadays?
I think some are. From my like personal hometown and everyone,
Yeah.
it kind of seems like everyone's just like my age, like 20, 21, are like getting engaged and about to be married. I know like four people who've gotten engaged in the last like couple months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, to people they haven't really even been dating that long, which, I mean, if it works for them, like,
Right.
that's great. So happy, but I don't know, sometimes I feel like that's just not, but that's me, I mean.
No, but that's, you know, a lot of people I know, Rachel, and you've all met Rachel, she's 30. She'll be 31 in August, and she's not even dating anyone. You know, that's like the furthest thing from her mind. So a lot of people, I mean, they later and
starting.
later in life. Your mom had you later in life. My sister had her kids later in life. So I think it's kind of like a progression. You get a hold of what you want to do and how you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know. So tell me, what do you think about? And we touched on this yesterday a bit about Hillary and Trump and all that. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't?
Neither of them. No.
No.
I don't.
No. I mean, I do know the New Yorkers. Of course, New Yorkers are going to vote for Trump,
Right. Yeah.
not Hillary.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know who I would even vote for. Like, that's how bad it is.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I was sitting at a table a couple months ago, and it was like maybe 20 people at the table, and half of them, if not more, were in their late teens and early 20s. And somebody asked at the table, well, who are you going to vote for? I mean, if you could vote, or if you're going to vote, who are you going to? They all said Trump. It's that younger.
That's very weird, though, because the younger people I know, they all are way against him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it just depends the type of person you are. I
Yeah,
don't know
and-
exactly, but
I know.
Yeah.
It's what, I mean, I was surprised of that age bracket.
Yeah.
Because that age bracket, I kind of expected them to say, gee, I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, it was kind of scary for a moment there. So tell me what you think of Maine.
I love it. It's gorgeous, and I don't know, I was not expecting it to be this much, really. Like when we were driving like on the road to go to your house, and I was like, wow, this is way more than I expected,
I'm glad.
but I love it.
Good, good. And everybody here who's met her has just fallen in love with her. And of course, we're trying to figure out what actress Alaina looks like. I've always said Goldie Hawn and also her daughter.
Who is her daughter?
Steve, who's Goldie Hawn's daughter's? What's her name?
Is it?
Can't remember.
Is it?
Okay,
I feel like I know, but I can't think of it right now.
Kate Hudson.
Yes.
Kate
Yes.
Hudson, never mind, got it. Yeah,
Well, it'd be a compliment to look like her. So.
you do look like her. And I always said when you were little, I would tell your mom, I said, she looks like Goldie Hawn. You know, but of course they don't kind of see it.
We both agree it was a young Cheryl Teagues.
Young Cher.
That's too, because I've got a picture.
Okay. She also looks like a young Cheryl Teagues. Yeah, and she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So now, of course, I'm trying to talk her into going to the college up here, the University of New England, because, you know, she'd be close to me. But she's already made her base in Indiana and all of that. But at least I'm exposing you to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's an amazing school, but I just don't know if I could handle the winters up here. It's gorgeous during the summer, but I do not do cold well. I don't even do cold well in Indiana. So,
Okay.
if I can't do it there, I feel like it'd be a lot worse up here.
Well, I guess. See, I used to love the heat. I mean, I couldn't get enough of it. And now I love the cold weather. It's, you know.
Yeah, and that might change for me as I get older, but right now I still just can't do the cold weather. Not my favorite.
And you grew up in it.
Yes. And I think that's probably why. I think I just want to get away from that. But I mean, I do like seeing the snow and like a little bit of cold weather, but I wish it could like last for a week and then be over.
Be over, be gone,
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
I understand that. So Alaina, where they live in Indiana, pretty much a majority of my family is there. You know, I mean, all the cousins and the aunts and the uncle and all of that. And I never got back as often as I would like. But I did get back more so after you were born,
Right.
you know. And then, of course, her mom and I are like two little kids.
Yes.
And when we crack up laughing, we just can't stop. It's just, but that goes back to when we grew up together. I mean, Alice was my sister basically growing up, and we have a lot of photos on that. And no, Alice, I won't bring up when you were bending over and your little butt was showing. She was maybe 2 years old, and she was picking something up. And I just tease her about that so much.
Yeah.
I know. So as you're here, I mean, we've already gone out to Kennebunkport. We had dinner last night. Tonight we're going to go to Cape Porpoise, and then probably to Portland for a day.
I would like that, yes.
Yeah, but we're going to go to the old port.
Okay.
You know, the new port is too modernized for me. I like seeing the fishing boats.
Yes. When I was flying in, like, over the water right there, you could see them, and that was, like, probably because, like, we flew over the ocean when I was on the way here, but then once I saw that, I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to love it here, like, right after I saw that.
I mean, the old port, it's like a lot of hills and little shops, restaurants, but most of them are like little shacks where the food is the best.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Those are always the best places.
I mean, definitely. So we will do that.
Okay.
And we will go on the beach.
Yes, of course. The beach is my favorite place.
So we'll go spend the day there a couple times at least. But it's been like a whirlwind here. I mean, we have not stopped running since
Yes,
you got here.
I know. Just at night, like after like 9 o'clock, then we're done. But
Yeah,
all day running.
we're running, and then at 9 o'clock, I go upstairs and turn on my television. She's downstairs watching her television, whatever she wants, and we veg out, and then I fall asleep. And of course, the 3 dogs that I have are in love with Alaina, and they just want to be by her and sit by her and all of that. Her favorite, I think, is Duke.
Duke, yes, the big love bug.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, you will come back to Maine, won't you?
Yes, yes, I definitely will. I'll make it a habit.
Once a year habit.
Yes.
My cousin will be here. I love it. I love the fact that you saved your money to come see me, and it just means a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been like giving her 20 questions about what's with this and what's going on with that. And I mean, it's the only way. And we've shared a lot of secrets already.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I told Alaina, I said, I want you to really kind of know who I am, but I want to know who she is. And I think we've accomplished that in a very short amount of time. We really have.
Yeah. Still a lot more to know.
A lot more to know, a lot more to do. So last time trying to open up her skylight in her bedroom. and you know, you have that long stick and you have to hook it on a handle. And I'm trying to pull it and I'm going this way and I'm going that way. And she's
And
just,
it's not budging. And she's about to hurt herself or break the window or something. And we can't stop laughing.
she got it open. You did. So, you know, we're getting kind of close here, but where, further on down the road, you see your life being involved with a lot of research.
Field work, I want to actually like go out and like actually do the research. So I want to, because I want to study volcanoes and earthquakes and stuff along like that line. So I want to actually go out and like see it and actually get my hands dirty with the work. So instead of just being in a lab the whole time.
Yeah. God, I wonder where you got that from. I think it's amazing.
I have
think it's
no
wonderful.
idea, but I love it.
I know you
Glad I
do. I know you do. So we're coming to the end of our show, honey, but I just want to thank you for being here.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me.
And you will come back and you'll bring the audience up to date on everything.
Yes, I will.
And let them know where you're at with your life and your career and our crazy antics. And maybe we can get your mom here.
Yes, maybe.
But she wouldn't be sitting here.
No,
She'd
would
be right
never.
over here.
She would never.
But, you know, maybe we'll give her a little cocktail and maybe we can get her on. You know, but honey, I love you very much.
I love you too.
And you're going to be back. And I want to thank all of you for sharing your time with my wonderful cousin. And thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.